Alright, back at it again. Final Fantasy 16. This is the complete playthrough. This is our first impressions, hour 34. 33 videos before this, guys. It's been quite a trip. We've definitely enjoyed it. And that being said, let's jump right into it. I do appreciate you guys watching the video. And those of you that haven't liked and subscribed, feel free to do so. That being said, let's get right into it. We're going to continue this, finish up whatever side missions we have in front of us. And then, of course, we'll push forward with the main story. Alright, so let's go.
Loot. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goods. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Alright, guys, so. And then today we have a little special guest with us. We have my daughter with us today. I guess we'll call you Baby Ghost. Alright. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, so let's keep it going. Let's see. We have, so we're definitely gonna keep the cussing and stuff down to a minimum today, guys. We'll try to keep it PG-13 on here. So let's talk to Theodore. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Um, and what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your traders passed back, and I make Boglad a safe place again.
Bulk, lad.
Let's go.
All right then. Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft, then.
Laney's Cleft is to the south past the camp.
It looked like they were about to turn into Leighton's Cleft.
You can do it, Clive!
Alright, guys, so we gotta search for the cast stones lair. So we're just gonna take this up. I got something to show you. You're gonna see these things right here. Oh, we got in front of chest, people. Alright, these things right here, maybe they're called chocobos. They look like big little chickens. And
They're so cute.
Yeah, right? Alright, you're gonna see we have our own, actually. He's actually, when she was young, her name is Ambrosia. And when she was young, she actually got hit. She took a rock for us. We were gonna get hit, and we were gonna get hurt. And she actually hurt her eyes. You're gonna see her whenever we're out in the open world. Our chocobo is she's white. You'll see her. Her name is Ambrosia.
Oh, so she's not yellow?
No, she's not. She's one of the few itself that is supposed to be very rare. Most of the chocobos are always like that. You're gonna find blue ones in the
Oh, wow, so they're special. Like.
Yeah, yeah. You can see it right now. Come here, Ambrosia. Where are you? There she is. This
Wow.
is her. See her? And see how she
She's
doesn't.
like a bird and a dragon combined.
Isn't she cool? Isn't she cool?
Let's go.
And there's always chocobo music whenever you hop on one. Chocobo. All right. So guys, you guys already know what we do. We like to Oh wow, that wasn't shit. I guess. Okay. That was nice. Alright, we're gonna fight these bandits because they're being highly racist now. Alright. We're gonna get all up into the mix. All up in the beeswax. A little bit of fire there. I mean a little bit of thunder. Finish them up. We're actually gonna keep some of our stronger spells because I kinda feel like we're gonna have. There goes the little charge. That wasn't anything, you know. So we're good to go. The most we just used there was a couple things. You'll see. We got different elements here. There's fire. We have earth and then electricity. You know. There's a lot more that's gonna happen. You know. This is her first time seeing a Final Fantasy game. Yeah, so this guy is all dead. Oh yeah, and I didn't tell you the best part. This is Thorgil. This is my boy. He's a good boy. I had him since he was a I had him since he was a puppy. I'll show you a picture later on of him as a puppy when we go back to the hideaway. We go back home. I'll show it to you. Yeah, he's cute. He's a little dude. Let's see if we can go more than 2 inches without having to get off of Ambrosia this time. Oh, watch. Okay, we're just not gonna get on her in this part. We're just probably gonna just fight these people.
Alright, the gangsters.
This looks like yeah, the gangsters out. This looks like the sages. All right. Oh, we don't want them to be charging, so we're gonna try to get up into the mix. Look at that quick dodge, and then let's get right up into the mix and this Phoenix Flare on them. Look at that, doing it with style. Look, clearing out the whole board. All right, that's how we do that, people. And then while we're doing this now, you know, our cooldowns are being reset, so we're just gonna go on foot now. We'll go pick that up over there. Those are just like little collectibles.
Okay.
Little stuff like that. Desert roses. We'll see what we need that for. We did just get this new sword, Excalibur, which as you guys can see looks pretty dope. Like I said, it's the first sword we got that's actually full. It's not like a saber, half a blade, or missing a core or something like that. So it's pretty nice. It's not part of the original concept of, you know, every time we beat.
What was that, crab?
No, that's a big. That's the executioner.
That's so ugly.
Yeah, well, that's probably why they cover up their faces. So the icons themselves, they keep giving us the elemental shard.
Let's make the most of it.
We'll make the most of it, all right. And that shard we use to keep re-rolling with the sword that we have previously made, and it keeps getting bigger, and better, stronger.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
You know I've played some of these type of games.
Oh, I'm ready.
Alright, so we have him right here. And then we're gonna use something strong against him. There goes Earth and Fury, but here goes one of my favorite attacks. You guys already know. Judgment Bolt. Look at that. Now we go into Limit Break. He is dodging. You gotta kind of pay attention to when he's gonna wind up. And then you can do dodges like that. Last minute dodges and stuff. Look, we got the stagger on him. Charge up right here. Snuff him right in the face. And we're just gonna focus on him. We're also gonna make Thorgil hit him. We want to keep up as much DPS as possible. You guys already know. Before he gets back up, now he's back on the offensive again. You don't want to get hit. That time he hit us, but it's all good. That's a big hit right there, but it's all good. We kind of felt like we wanted to finish up the. This one's done. Hold that. That looked like it hurt, huh? Knuckle sandwich. He said, "Oh, Jesus." All right, so we got some stuff we can sell. Those are all mats and stuff you can use to make other things. All right, so
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Alright, so let's take a look at the map. And it's saying that we have to, okay, so we have to go back home, right? So let's go back home. I know we finished up all of our hunt targets already. So we'll take the obelisk back to town.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Okay. So now we got the collar and the compass. So
Well, all that remains is to wish you a
that means we
safe
basically have
onward
full
journey.
access to this
they
area.
always-
Pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Alright, so we have quest complete on that Blood of Stone. So we have a Trader's Pass, which is a key item. And we have the Breath of Lightning, which increases our thunderstorm and reduces his cooldown by 2.7 seconds. That's pretty good. Our renown is up to 825. We'll take that. If I'm not mistaken, let's talk to these people.
Then it's on to the Dominion.
And I see a side quest right there, so we're gonna go pick that bad boy up.
Is something the matter?
As always, I'm gonna have you guys read along real quick
Why, I am what you...
while I speed read through it. You guys can feel free to pause it and look back.
It can be a risky business.
Alright, yeah,
This
fuck
being a
markets.
border town. Or at least, it did.
And then about the children.
Don't worry about Hansa and the others.
The little ones. Okay.
Safe
And
travels.
now, as always, we'll make sure we expend every...
Something I can help you with?
Not her again. We expend every
Best
form of
of luck.
dialogue.
See ya.
Let's talk to Theodore.
And how might the Crimson Caravan serve?
Let's ask about him.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. All the better.
About the checkpoint. Half of them, huh?
Fools, the lot of them.
And then about the cast stones.
Criminals and cowards. So thank
Cowards. Okay.
you. May luck go with you.
So now we take a look at... Oh, we got a couple of side quests here. Let's go pick them all up. And of course, guys, we're gonna, before we talk to goats, we're gonna knock out all these quests.
Now I just need to see about getting to work. I want to know right away. Bad news. Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with. What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking? I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats. So I've heard. Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Okay, so we'll take that one.
So you'll do it?
Marvelous.
Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's
Okay,
Old
cool.
Bishop
So that's
Porter,
pretty good.
Milan
So this
the
is
Butcher,
a
and
local
Wallach,
one.
a guard over at the North Gate. Three of the finest fellows in Bockland, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something. I'll be right back.
Alright, so that's like a local task. It should be good. So we'll prioritize that. We'll go pick up the other ones, or, you know, hit up this quest as we're walking.
There are plenty of hard-working
Whatever's
folk here in Bockland.
quicker, you know.
But why, thank you.
So there's another side quest right there. Got people all over the place. There's a chest right here, guys.
I believe it, all right. What's that? The third?
Ah, a soldier like yourself could do with hearing this. If ever you see a couple of brothers up in Lateney's Cleft, you just pass them right on
Like
by.
when you're
why is
going
that?
to like
Because
you know
they're
do a quest, like is there
bastards
always
who make
having to fight
cathedrals and
people, or
footpaths look like upstairs
I mean, most of the
citizens by
times, I mean,
comparison.
you can run by them.
What they
It's
do
open world,
is
so
befriend
when you go from one
passing
point to the other, you're not locked into
someone new
battle.
to the
If you can
area,
if you can run
steer
past
them
somebody
straight into the arms of
and
bandits.
keep moving away from them,
Merchant
and you
Dare
kind of
is
get out of their
murderers
field
busy
of like
bickering over the
where they
poor
patrol.
bastard's wares.
Eventually,
The
you don't have
brothers
to fight
sit
them.
sweet talking
So,
with some other
but people
unsuspecting
typically like to
fool.
fight them because you get more
Warrior.
mats for stuff,
Now,
to make stuff,
brave soldier
and of course you
just
get
the
more
footpads
experience, so you
thinking
level up.
he's doing the realm a favour. When he's
But
done,
you don't have to fight them. Like at
brothers
this point, when I'm going
swap
from
the
one thing to the
bandits
next,
and then merchant
I wanted to show everybody, you know,
There's a
how
lazy
everything
sort
should
of
be
cunning to it, I
naturally, you
suppose.
know, without you having to
You'd
go
think
to
they'd run
grind
out
to
of
try to level
bandits
up, you know. Can you
eventually.
just do it just by moving
So
from
close
point A
to
to point B?
Bockland.
Not
So
bloody like
I don't really fight. If it's not something I've fought before,
Suppose you're right.
I won't fight it again. To an
Anyway,
extent, unless I don't have a
if you run
choice.
into them,
You know,
you steer clear. Or better
normally
yet,
you can just kind
give them a damn
of
good
run up on
hiding.
something and pick up what you gotta pick up.
Wish I had. Thanks for the warning.
All right. So we have that quest itself there, right? So We've got people all over the place, and there's also one more marker here. There's some people to talk to. We already talked to them. Let's go over here.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotown 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route to the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
Most men would keep a
So we spoke to one person there. We see there's that's another quest right there. So you know what we can actually do? We can hop out real quick, and let's actually get that quest. That should be the third and final quest. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna do them all anyway.
That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts said to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Okay, guys. So these two pieces of side quest. So we have this right here. Live and let live. Hold on.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Whatever left poor Joseph Grey didn't leave him jaded. Kind-hearted man.
So we have all of those. We've got a couple more.
Who doesn't deserve to meet his end?
We have to ask around about the missing sellsword.
There are no crystals here.
And then onward
What do you want?
for the other one.
I've no coin on me.
It's right above
Just
us.
information. There's a sellsword passed through here. Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Bug it off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Okay, so no luck so far. It's always a good thing. Oh, Jesus.
Why am I not surprised?
What's going on here? Oh, shit. Oh, man. Damn. Well, that escalated quickly. Alright. Well, I think that was a quest. They died quick, huh?
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Okay, so come on, Thorgil. Good boy. Kill stuff? Okay.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. And those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush, now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
So we'll go and let's see. We'll try to get. Let's see. We can probably. We'll go around this way. This is the one that's furthest. No, the most furthest up. So we'll try to sweep that. That shit's on top of a mountain and shit. All right. There's some ghouls.
No.
You know we're gonna kill these things, right? We'll use that. We're just gonna use our Phoenix Flames of Rebirth right here. It should clear them out. Don't blink. Okay. So it says is another one.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
So let's follow this down a little bit further, considering we're already here, and then we will, we'll kind of sweep back and knock out whatever else is there in front of us. Okay, kind of seeing where this is taking us. We're by the cleft. Shit.
He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Ooh. Oh yeah? Got stagger though. So we're gonna use as much as we can right here to as much damage as we can. Use our gauge as much as possible, and then we can use our icon attacks right here. Kind of get that bonus. I like to do that. There we go. Alright. Kind of broke that right there, which is good. Just like that.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt. And once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
Alright. Shit, we're back at the beginning.
so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Okay. So that's another quest complete. We gotta finish up on Live and Let Live. We just got an upheaval cooldown reduction. It's pretty good. Okay. So now let's take a look at our map. We've still got some more stuff here. Alright. So this is where we have to go for... Let's kind of... We're going to come down this way. And we're going to go take care of that mission because it's furthest out.
That's that then.
So we kind of know where we're going. And we're going to loop out there.
Daddy.
You know, we find some stuff. I mean, I don't know what else would be out there. I don't think we have any hunt targets. I'm pretty sure we're current right now in our hunt targets. So let's call Ambrosia. Where are you, girl? Chocobo music. Alright, and then we're out. I think we should be able to run right up over here and pick this little mat up. I mean, it doesn't hurt us just to pick it up, you know what I mean? You know. Fly. Okay. Oh, hit a rock. Alright, good. So now let's go. I want to see what's up there, honestly. We want to kind of go in this loop here. I've been looking at that like ledge there for like the longest. I don't think. No, we actually. Hold on, we have to go back the other way. We gotta kind of get in here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do here. We can't climb up the rocks. Okay, we go up here, right? And then we kind of run into like a little loop here, but we can't really progress any further up unless I don't know. This area is a little different. I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss. I want to check this little nook and cranny that we have over here to try to get up there. I don't actually know if we can. See, like, you would think that they'd be able to, you know, pop that ledge right there, but I don't think that's meant for you to climb up there. And then, oh, wow, maybe I could have tried getting off of the chocobo and actually climbing up here.
Did Joseph's thieves really
There's
their stolen
a
wares
chest
all the way
right
out
here, too. What is this? Oh! Let's see. Is that something better than what we have? We just made Excalibur. Look at that. Our Excalibur is better than the Ancient Sword. So that's good to have, honestly. We could probably break it down later on, but Excalibur is way better. So we're good to go on that. We're pretty happy that we got that. That makes me pretty happy. I had a feeling there'd be a chest or something itself out here or something. So far we just made our belt, we made our wristlets. So, you know, we follow this around. Just okay. We just ran up on a goblin nest.
I think we found our thieves.
And yeah, this is the mission, I assume.
Look
I don't want
happy
to
see
waste
me.
this on just him, though. We do have. This is the prince, huh? It's kind of a waste for one. And let's sick Thorgal on him too. We're gonna pop him up in the air. Kind of just keep the damage on him. It doesn't look like he has any help. Honestly, some goblin prince. Right there, we hit him while he's trying to hit us and kind of parry him out of it. Kind of hit the slow motion. Let's see what happens next. Alright. So I guess they really didn't have anybody else. I'm surprised. They watched their prince get slaughtered in front of them. And it was a whole village up there too. That's okay. This makes more sense.
This over with. Stop!
It had to be something different.
Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph.
Oh, well, that's why they didn't
So
fight
the
back.
boy was right.
They're peaceful.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Though I've been gone that long, wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them. And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boglad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Jesus. Alright, so
I'd always thought of goblins as mindless savages. But if I'm honest, I like them better than half the men I've served with.
you know, everything's a monster. It is different. They all have their code. Alright, so we have that done. We're gonna actually fast travel back to the obelisk so we can knock out this sub part and then kind of take the road up and knock out those two other side missions. I think we're making pretty good progress for this hour, guys. If I do say so myself. I think Theodore has the same shit to talk about.
You're always welcome at the caravans.
Let's talk to her.
Joseph's fine.
Then we have a couple more people to
Be
talk
back
to.
once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph.
I still wonder if there's gonna be a
And if he says
crafting
there'll be no
or
more
dismantling or something like that.
For me.
Not
Thank
really
you for
sure.
putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
I'd love to get paid. Alright, another quest complete, just like that. We're running through these quest people. Our renown just keeps going up. We're at, what, 885? I think we need to be like at 950 or something. We'll double check that next time we're in the hideaway.
No doubt
talk to her.
Joseph had quite the adventure.
Yeah, no doubt. So now what we're gonna do is we're about 110 yards out.
The people of this town dwell upon their own misfortune. Yet when considered in the grand...
Oh, he's an ass. I mean, it's the truth though. There's always somebody out there that has it worse than you. It can always get worse. A lot of times we may not have the easiest times, but there's always ways where things could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the simplest things that you miss. You know what I mean? That's a little bit of wisdom right there from your boy Ghosty out. Alright, let's talk to the butcher, and then we have one more NPC, and then we're good.
That's me. What can I do for you? The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Balclad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting. I've been keeping a cut of something special by for just such an occasion.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted swines.
All right.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
All right, so.
Nothing like a good drink to drown your sorrows. No
Okay.
sorrow like a scapegoat.
Have you got a trader's pass?
Oh man, I'm about to say, I thought they were gonna send. You know, we're gonna fast travel back there to the obelisk, so we kind of make it a little bit easier on ourselves instead of having to travel like mad people all over the place. See, we're closer to it. We can just kind of run right over here. Always be aware your obelisk is at. It'll make it a lot easier for you to traverse the map. Definitely.
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along
I
soon.
think we're moving along pretty fast too, considering, you know, we're listening to all the cutscenes and.
It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own. How so? Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Balclad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you? And more besides. Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right, I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
Bottle. Between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Balclad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous and many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
This is true.
Never
This
a
is
true
true.
word spoken.
This is true. We're good friends, you know. They don't come around too often. If you have them, you make sure you take care of them, cherish them. All right. So we have that all done. So now there's literally nothing left for us to do. So let us Man, there's a lot of stuff here. But everything here that we see at the hideaway is all like this updated stuff, you know, updated information, things like that. More towards the lore, and just knowing what's going on. So we're gonna follow this out and progress along with the next part of the story. We spent a pretty decent amount of time in here. We just did a lot of side quests just now. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we have any upgrades or like any donations to go pick up. Let's talk to Gouts. Let's move along.
Try not to lose it again.
Me pass? You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Hunter. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goose, I'm sorry for stealing your path.
Goots.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
Till then, eh? Alright. So we got back his pass. Yeah. I mean, shit. Karen probably would have killed him when he got back.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots.
Goots.
Mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
But mercenaries.
And you remember the plan. You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
Onward. Squad roll out. Meanwhile,
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbrek. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that.
those like the two two of the illest characters in the game.
Labors to plunge Valestia into turmoil in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience. But if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in Gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash. Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together. Bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
That's pretty dope. Just imagine a phoenix and a big ass dragon.
Terrence,
My prince.
tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
And on that question, we'll call this one a wrap, people. Until the next one, 35th hour in game. As always appreciate you guys. Till the next one, people. Later.